You want to fight? Really? Well, tough noogies, kiddo. Let's do this. Okay, I just got back from rollerblading. I don't give a toss about special effects. Let's get right into it. So it seems that some of you out there desperately want the atheist-theist question to be some sort of all-out war between two opposing armies of belief. That's the only possible conclusion I can reach, given what some of you have said. Because a lot of you desperately want atheism to be the opposition to theism, active and aggressive and deliberate, light side versus dark side, rebels versus empire, G.I. Joe versus Cobra, whatever. Your basic premise seems to be that theism is rabid and screaming belief in God, and atheism is rabid and screaming disbelief. Only this just plain isn't the case and never will be, not definitionally. Look, don't get me wrong. I get where this is coming from. You theists are looking for even ground. You want the other side to have just as much burden of proof as you've got. You want the other side to be just as organized and aligned as a group as your side. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to describe these words accurately, even if these definitions end up putting us on uneven footing. You see, the question is not, do you support or oppose God's existence? The question is, are you a believer? If you're a believer, the word theist applies to you. If you're not a believer, you're an atheist. An atheist. That's it. There's nothing more to this. Quit trying to complicate it further. And the reasons for your answer don't matter. You're not exempt from being an atheist just because you've never heard of the God concept. The only relevant factor is belief or its absence. That's it. If you want a more nuanced description, fine. I've got no problem with that. Modify atheism or theism with words like strong or weak, explicit or implicit, or tacit. But don't go trying to say that someone isn't an atheist just because it wasn't a deliberate choice. We're not describing their actions. We're describing the level of belief they have in God. If they have none, they're an atheist, no matter what. Some of you have said that this definition isn't useful, that it doesn't tell us anything about the person it's applied to. Well, first of all, that's false. It tells us plenty about the person. At the very least, it lets us know there are certain things that this person is not going to do, believe, or care about. If you don't think that's useful, you're not paying attention to the shit religious people like to pull. But second of all, it doesn't have to be useful. It only has to be accurate. If describing a person this way tells us only what they aren't, so what? If the description fits them, that's all we need it to do. That's all it's meant to do. If you want more, add nuanced descriptors, like I said earlier. I mean, how hard is that? Seriously. Until next time, fellow space travelers. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. You might also enjoy my webcomic, The Adventures of Kinneara Baxter. You'll find a link in the info bar, along with a link to my Zazzle store. Buy a t-shirt today. Rating videos has been found to cause fresher breath, enhanced metabolism, and greater sexual magnetism.